έπειτα θέλω να καλέσω τον εισηγητή, τον κύριο Τρεμόζα, να πάρει το λόγο.
Moltes gràcies, senyora President. Dear colleagues, dear Commissioner Almunia, first of all, I want to thank my shadow rapporteurs for all their good cooperation during these months, especially to Andreas Schwab and Antolín Sánchez Presedo. Thank you very much for your kind cooperation. And I would also like to thank particularly Commissioner Almunia and his team for the constructive work together. I very much welcome the fact that the 2012 European Commission Competition Report celebrates and focuses on the EU single market and its 20th anniversary. I share this priority. In fact, a lot remains to be done in several sectors, such as banks, telecommunications, energy, competition authorities and transport, in order to achieve a non-discriminatory, well-functioning single market in Europe. In this report, I have tried to push for more transparency and collaboration between the Parliament and DG Competition. And I also ask for more human resources for DG Competition in order to do its job, a better job. Regarding the banking sector, there is a clear problem of concentration, in my opinion, in some member states. After receiving 1.6 trillion euros on state aid and public guarantees, the banking sector in Europe is still not working properly. Credit to SMEs in many parts of Europe is scarce and expensive, delaying the return to economic growth in the near term. In Spain, for example, credit to non-financial companies is falling again by 11% during this year. There is a huge crowding out effect. Banks' purchases of public debt are expelling credit to the private sector. Regarding the transport sector, we denounce the lack of competition in the European rail market and state aid to national incumbent airlines. The EU rail market is not functioning properly due to incorrect or incomplete transposition of community law by member states. Too often, incumbent railway operators are protected by their own member states. In this respect, I welcome the infringement procedures launched by the European Commission in the last years in several member states. Regarding state aid to airlines, I understand DG Competition is paying a lot of attention to regional airport subsidies to Ryanair, but we should also make sure that the rules on state aid are applied correctly with regard to national carriers such as Iberia, Alitalia and others. Rules should be the same for all actors, and we should not accept the too big to fail doctrine for airlines. European citizens should not always be the last one to pay. I also think that the Commission should investigate the 1,000 bilateral agreements in some member states in the air transport sector that restricts competition by imposing, for example, that any flight between two countries has to stop obligatory in a given airport. In Spain, for example, 23 bilateral treaties oblige planes to stop only in Madrid airport. On the energy sector, this Parliament is asking to fully investigate on the Monday effect. Why is fuel so expensive some days and so cheap on others? I believe it is not the consequence of market forces, and my guess is that some kind of cartel is behind it. To solve all this, we need independent competition authorities, and we need that their boards are completely non-political. Otherwise, we keep supporting a system that, while in theory is in favor of competition, in practice protects oligopolies. And finally, on the Google case, I do have two questions for the Commissioner regarding the procedure. Does the Commission believe that the adoption of Google's proposals as they stand will effectively address the Commission's concerns, restore competition and protect consumers? If not, will you finally send a statement of objections to Google in order to impose truly significant remedies once and for all? I call the Commission to take our report fully into account and to act in the coming months. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and I look forward to your comments and answers. Efkaristos.
Thank you very much, colleague Tremosa Ibalcels, Vice President Almunia.
Thank you very much, President. Thank you very much to Mr. Tremosa and the other rapporteurs for producing the Parliament's report on the 2012 competition report. The